So we're just here with Ross Noble, and we're testing the Michigan and the Venom. Chinese takeaway.
The Chinese takeaway, Lexmoto Venom and the Michigan, which it's been a bit of a head-to-head, isn't it? I've been on the Michigan. You've had the Venom, youngster versus
cruiser.
Chopper. Yeah. The first thing I showed my beautiful wife a picture on the internet. I said, "Look what we're testing." She said, "Why are you testing a Harley?" No. And that, to people that don't know.
Yeah.
Respect, it's got some substance to it.
Until you turn it on.
Until you turn it on, it's very quiet.
I think it might still be running now, actually.
Yeah. No. We've been at Castle Combe at a track day, private track day. Absolutely spanked around there for a while, and then straight down into the country. Bit of roads in between, and then to the fabled greenlane. So the stigma is these bikes are made of cheese, they don't last. But Lexmoto and working with the factories over there, they've done their homework and they've got the right factories, and these are the sort of best of the best, if you like, on of the Chinese bikes. Yeah,
I think so. And they've held their own amazingly well.
Yeah. Considering
what we put them through, especially the greenlane stuff. Oh, we do have a little souvenir actually. Yeah.
This reflector is the only bit that was missing.
Yeah.
2 bolts vibrated out, but to be fair, I mean, they took an absolute hammering down there.
If there's ever a test that we're going to put a supposedly unreliable rickety bike to, it's this, isn't it? It's driving round terrain which it's not supposed to be on and trying to shake the problems out of it. This is it.
How do you feel?
Pretty nervous. You ready? I hate coming down here. It freaks me out. Oh, he's off to a flying start. Oh God, this was the scene of just the worst thing. But at least there's 2 of us. It's really quite hard. Oh, I'm glad I'm on this and not the Michigan. It's pretty hard work. Shit me. Ow! 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 I need some bark bust. Oh, how's your foot plates? They alright?
Thinking of bashing, but
I'm going to go on the other one.
Oh, fuck off!
Come on! It's kind of like a motorcycle pollination, because we're brushing past all the flowers and releasing their seed. Come on, let's do him. Where is he? Oh, he hasn't binned it, has he? No. Oh no. What's up? Oh, I thought you crashed it. You have been stung. Wonder what that was.
Oh, you fucking...
Your face is going to swell up now. How the hell did you get stung there?
I don't know, man, but I tell you what, he just went...
Oh no, the perils of open face shit helmets.
It's the last time I'm wearing a fucking piss pot again.
Yeah! my hand is so stung.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
You know what's going to happen? The pressure from the helmet is going to make it swell up in a V. Let's go back to the jump and chill out, have some water, smoke some fucking weed.
there is absolutely no ground clearance on that Michigan.
You could probably run car tyres on it and it would be fine because
Yeah.
you can't lean it over beyond that. But having said that, it felt pretty grippy.
Stable.
Yeah,
And
stable.
grippy.
Yeah.
Certainly more stable than that because it's got a bit of a
Yeah.
twitch, isn't it? You go past a certain point
Yeah.
in the lean.
It reminds me of a bit when you've squared off your tyre and you lean into a corner and you then hit the bit which isn't square and it wants to drop away. But then what are those tyres? What are they called? They're called something hilarious.
They're called cordials rather than radial tyres.
Cordials. That's it.
Yeah.
The lime cordials. So yeah, I mean on track it was good. This the Venom is fitted with this Lextech carbon can, which actually sounds really good.
It sounds really naughty, doesn't it? On the
Really good. Really good. And it spits flames, as we can put up a picture right now.
The Venom, it's just important to note these two, obviously styling is very different, noise is very different, and so is the power.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing makes 12 horsepower, which is the same as an KTM RC 125, whereas the Michigan struggles to make 7.5, just about nearly 8.
And this is proven on our dyno as well.
Yes, yeah.
A proper dyno.
A proper Dynajet dyno, yeah.
And let's not forget, when you push this button here,
Magic happens.
is that it? Have I done it? There we go. It's got a MP3 player in it, and you just put your little memory card in there, and that's it. And how awesome is that?
Shut up.
It's pretty loud.
The overriding feature of these bikes has got to be the price, isn't it?
The Venom is £1,349, £1,349, which is ridiculous money. It's the third of the cost of a KTM RC 125 and all the other Japanese bikes. The Michigan is $1,499, but it's built in the Zhongshan factory, which is actually the same factory as the YBR 125, some Piaggios. So it's £1,500. It hasn't got the MP3 player.
No, well, it's a deal breaker for me.
The whole point of buying one of these, you get 2 years warranty. So in 2 years time, you ride your bike into the ground, do 1 million miles on it. You might get £300-400 quid if you're lucky.
Yeah.
But you'll lose £1,000, £2,000 in that period of time when buying a new
Yeah,
Japanese or European bike. So
yeah, you'll lose it as soon as you drive it out the showroom.
Yeah.
We've got quite a lot of bikes open to us and been, hooning around, enjoying stuff. But yet, we've had a good laugh today. It's
Yeah.
been fun. For that type of money, 1,200 quid, 1,300 quid, it is, you can't really knock it.
No.
So it's got to, that is the main deciding factor. I'm sure if you put these against the Japanese competition and the more premium brands, they would probably, struggle a little bit to make you feel as good as those other ones do. But
Sure, but it's marginal.
it's marginal. I mean, it's 98% what the other ones are. And are you prepared to spend 3 times as much on a bike which, let's face it, if you've just passed like on a CBT, you just want to get on a bigger bike anyway.
Yeah.
So you can ride around this for 2 years and then throw it in the bin if you want. You're still better off.
The red brakes.
Oh yeah, I mean, racing red. They are pretty. They're not very good. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean the highlight of the brake, the Michigan's brakes, is the noise from the rear wheel.
Yes, that's your favourite button.
Yeah.
And it terrifies me because I'll be just riding along and then I'll hear this "Woo!" right next to me, and I think you've had a bit of a panic on and just about to ram me from behind. Which, let's face it, riding like that when you're dressed a certain way.
Anyway, let's talk about that another time.
Is it cheapening the market? I don't know. I think it's kind of. I think the answer is in the middle ground because I think $4,500 for a 125
It's a lot of money.
is a lot of money.
It's too much.
Yeah, and I think if these bikes help drag that down to 3.2, 3.3, then I think you're probably about right where it should be. I think for a guy to go out on a CBT and spend $4,500 on a bike brand new, it's probably beyond. Oh yeah. It's probably beyond what is acceptable to most people, but that's how it is. So maybe these bikes on the market will.
And the finance deals have helped them become far more affordable.
Yeah, but that's not right. I mean, that's a social argument. But just because you can get finance for something doesn't actually mean you can particularly afford it because you're still going to lose the money, aren't you? Ultimately.
No, but the kids they want a Duke 125. They want a YZF-R 125, brand new. They want the best thing, don't they? So
I know, but they'll have to save up the pennies in the piggy bank, won't they?
that's a long paper round.
Yeah. Well, if they actually had 3,500-4,000 quid in their hand in cash, I think it'd be a different matter. Because you could go, okay, here's £4,500 in cash, give Lexmoto 1,300 quid, and walk away with that other lump of cash to go to McDonald's, Dixon's, all the cool
MD
places. Yeah, get some Kay and Mandy, take Kay and Mandy out on the back.
Yeah.
Then I think the outcome may be slightly different. But anyway, that's another issue.
Yeah. But the standards have risen dramatically over the past few years. I mean, last time I rode the WK, which is a good competitor, even the Lexmoto, which is built in the 3rd, 4th tier Chinese factory, it's far better than it was a few years ago. The nuts and bolts and the fittings aren't exactly quite there. Whereas if you look at the Michigan, which is made in the Zhongshan Gucci factory, all the fittings are like Honda type and
and the paint's good as well.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the abuse we've given them today.
Yeah, exactly.
Full on abuse.
Exactly.
And what do we do? Lost a reflector.
Yeah.
That's it. Abused on circuit, abused down green lanes. Don't tell Lexmoto. But yeah, and they've performed absolutely fine. I think it's exactly the same as it was when we picked them up.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And this actually, the Venom. I mean, you're probably not a lot of you are going to go out and go, wicked, I've got a Venom, I'm going to go straight down a green lane. But it actually performed staggeringly well. Yeah,
there's plenty of suspension travel. It's quite upright and tall, so you've got that.
And the ground clearance, I mean, it's vast.
Yeah.
Just a set of grippier tyres. In fact, that's generally what I'd say, even on the road. Those tyres, the cordials.
I think they're made of flip-flops, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are. If you're going to buy that bike, I think it would transform it.
Exactly.
If you just stuck some decent.
The best thing you can
rubber on
do
it.
with the money you saved over buying another bike is put in some sticky rubber.
Yeah.
£150.
Yeah.
Sticky rubber. It will help with steer, grip, everything else.
Yeah. And download some banging tunes.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And that can.
If they both fuel okay. The gearboxes are a little bit cheesy, aren't they? Sometimes.
Yeah, that's the worst part
Yeah.
about them is the gearboxes. Absolutely. But then the RC125's gearbox isn't amazing either,
No.
is it?
No.
Overall, I'm very impressed. Got to be said, very impressed. If you put a different badge on that, or just hid the badge, I would just assume it's a decent, European or Japanese brand. I wouldn't look at it and think it's anything else.
The Venom is a little bit cheaper to look at.
Yeah, and it does feel a little bit more flexible.
Yeah.
As a riding machine.
Yeah. But then again, all 125s now, they're not exactly the finest of quality, are they?
No.
So maybe you are right. Maybe you just put a prettier badge on it, because it's got that. It's to me about prettier about the rear end.
Yeah.
It's quite edgy.
Yeah, it looks like it's got
aggressive.
quite a handy luggage rack on there as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. You can take the wife and a shitload of luggage on
Yeah.
and tour France.
You genuinely could. Yeah. Took a
I
while.
get really annoyed with that noise.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I prefer the Venom personally, and it's purely just down to a design choice. I don't think the Venom. It's not like I've seen it and gone, oh my god, I've got to have that bike. But I would prefer to be seen riding that than the Cruiser.
Yeah, no, certainly. I mean,
But that's just because who I am. There's lots of people.
I'm totally with you. I'm totally with you. If I was going to buy one, I'd buy the Venom. The MP3 Fairs is the best thing.
Yeah.
I know. You hear all these kids going down the street these days with the phone, flat out,
Yeah.
playing music, and you've got best of both. Not only can you ride a bike, and you've got an MP3, and like I said, it's loud.
Yeah.
The quality's decent.
Yeah.
But there's something a bit special about the Michigan. It just feels.
You've been quite taken with that.
Yeah, I have, because it is a genuinely really good bike.
It's comfortable as well.
Yeah, it's comfortable. It's you can really hustle on. The only thing is that is limiting is the ground clearance, but it's a kind of a safety net, because when the pegs go down, when the boards go down, you can't
Yeah.
go anymore.
Yeah.
But those tyres as well, they're far grippier than the cordial.
They are better, yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, for me, I'm going to take the Michigan.
Interesting.